Flying alongside his friends, young Avatar Aang joins a race. He soars past the air bisons, and right before the finish line, Yatsu jumps over him for a lift, slowing him down, letting his friends win. Afterward, Yatsu advises him to often show restraint even when he has the power to win. Many people depend on him. Suddenly, a burst of fire shoots from the sky, burning the place, and he hears everyone asking for his help, crying that he ran away. He wakes from the dream. Momo and Appa are there. He continues his journey back to his old home with them. He reaches the city and walks through the ruins, collecting airbender relics. Among them, the oldest piece is inscribed with the name Sonum. Soon he senses someone is there, and in a moment he's attacked. They're desperately searching for a relic. Before they can take it, Aang snatches it away, wondering why they're after this. One of them attacks him, and Aang says they should stop fighting and talk. The woman refuses, saying they're tired of living in a world where airbenders have all the power and they're left with nothing. They are the denied. Soon, one of them shoots a fiery arrow despite a warning, and seeing it, Aang saves his attacker. She's rather shocked that he saved her. They run, taking a map as the castle is falling. But before it smashes them all, Aang stops it. They run, and Aang uses his full power to put it back in place. He falls weak, caught by Appa. He says they have to get to Republic City. The Avatar's story, told from his past. For generations, the Avatar, master of all four elements, kept the world in balance. But when that responsibility fell upon him as a child, he ran away. He was caught up in a storm but was saved and preserved in an energy sphere. He remained there for 100 years and woke to find the balance of the world had been destroyed by war. He remained the only airbender alive. He then found allies from every nation. Katara taught him how to waterbend. Toph trained him in earthbending. Zuko, once his worst enemy, became his firebending teacher, and Sokka taught him the bravery of becoming a leader. Together, they ended the 100-Year War. Then they began rebuilding the world, filled with people of all kinds, bender or non-bender, working together in peace and harmony. Katara is giving a speech on the anniversary of the Republic when Aang reaches her. She kisses him instantly and realizes he's hurt later. She uses her power to take care of his bruises. Surprised to hear the denied attacked an airbender, he's worried about the people again and feels disappointed for not being able to save his own kind. He says he has to find out who the Sonum person is. Later, Aang begins meditating and connects with Avatar Roku in the spirit realm, asking about Sonum. Roku doesn't know her, but asks him to connect with the Avatar cycle. He does, but it's no help. He finds himself in a desert. An old avatar named Shuru appears from above. He's curious to know what the present-day world looks like, whether they wore sandals or not. Aang answers yes and asks about Sonum. As Aang is about to leave, the man realizes who Aang is. He says Sonum was an avatar in the golden age of airbenders, who had a staff that could channel the vast energy of the spirit world, granting its keeper unlimited power. But there's no evidence. Many avatars tried and failed to communicate with her. She disappeared suddenly. Aang tells him about the denied who attacked him and stole a map, which he feels can lead him to Sonum. Shuru says legend has it Sonum disappeared with the staff to the peak of Mount Baihu. Aang leaves Katara a letter and heads to the place. The denied are also on their way. Meanwhile, at his palace, Zuko receives a message from Aang from Republic City asking for his help. Sokka is teaching some kids who wonder why Aang would be friends with a non-bender, which annoys him. He tells them how many times he had helped Aang, and that he was also more popular. A bird appears with a message. Toph, also with her students, trains and beats them easily despite her inability to see. A bird with a message appears for her too. Aang requests their help. At Mount Baihu, Aang attempts to rise to the top. The conditions are dangerous and the mountain is steep. He passes through the clouds to reach the tranquility and delivers the final jump to reach the top. In front of him, he sees the glacier is glowing. He uses his power to move the snow and notices someone is stuck inside. He believes it's Sonum. He breaks the ice. Light begins to flicker, and a massive energy throws them apart, making the whole mountain break. He sees the person in front fall down. Aang rushes to him and sees it's not Sonum. Soon rocks start to fall. Aang picks him up and starts running. They fall, and debris makes them fall off separately. Aang gets up and rushes toward the man, who has fallen unconscious. He catches him and uses his firepower to rise and escape before the big chunk falls over them. He goes as fast as he can, but at the last moment he gets knocked down. This time, the man grabs him, uses his airbending powers, and lands safely, holding the rock back. Aang's friends reach there with Appa. They jump at him and escape the falling remnants safely. They all wonder who this guy is. Aang tells them he's an airbender. He falls senseless again, and Katara works on him to heal him. Aang realizes he's been there for a long time. His tattoos are ancient. Toph says he smells attractive and asks others if he's good looking. The man gets up. He He hazily sees everyone and tries to attack Toph but is stopped by Aang. He instantly asks for Avatar Sonum and asks who Aang is. Aang says he's the Avatar now, disappointing him since it means Sonum isn't here anymore. Sokka says everyone will be happy to see another Airbender, and Aang doesn't have to be the last one anymore. He wonders why last, and Aang tells him how all the Airbenders were wiped out. He asks about Sonum's staff. He says it's their only hope now. Sonum uses it to channel the vast power of the spirit world with it. It helped the greatest city in the world flourish, an air nomad utopia. He devoted his life serving her. Using the staff, she gave him the power to airbend and later many more. Aang gets out of the tent, feeling how wonderful it would be to get that staff back and bring airbending back into the world. They all believe it would be great. Toph reminds them, not if the denied get there first. The man comes out asking who the denied are. Upon hearing, he says they have to go quickly to an island on the other side of the sea. The journey won't be easy, but they can do it. He wants only Aang to go. Aang responds that they do things together and they're stronger this way. He then asks the man's name, and he responds it's Taga. They head to the airship, and Taga is shocked to see it. Sokka tells him to see it as a big metal air bison. They hop on and begin their journey. At night, Taga practices at the front of the ship, and the others judge him for it. Aang says he seems attuned with his instincts, and believes he can learn a lot from him. Later, seeing the only air bison alive, Taga feels disappointed. He asks Aang how he managed to survive despite all airbenders being wiped out. He tells him how the sudden massive responsibility made him run away, and then the Fire Nation attacked. He wasn't there to help them. On the journey, Taga and Aang bond over shared grief, both of them carrying the weight of a wiped-out people. Taga teaches Aang to fully surrender to the air, and for the first time, Aang feels truly connected to his airbending roots. Then the denied catch up and attack. Taga nearly crushes their ship out of pure instinct, scaring everyone, including Katara. Aang pulls them back and steers the group straight into a legendary, near impossible storm to escape. It's chaos. Lightning cracks the hull, Sokka's white-knuckling the controls, Katara's holding back the ocean, Toph's welding metal back together mid-air. Zuko keeps the engine running. Taga and Aang fight the winds together and just barely get the ship through. Katara's furious at the risk, but it's too late to turn back now. Soon they reach the islands. Taga says these islands were lion turtles. This is where Sonum came to learn their ways. He believes she left her staff there. He asks Aang to connect with her. The spiritual power of the turtles will help him. Katara says they can use his help here, as Taga is leaving with Aang. The ship is broken, and the denied might be here any moment. Aang requests him to stay by his friends as well, and he obliges. Aang sets out with Appa. Upon reaching the islands, he begins to meditate and feels a spiritual presence. He rushes toward that. Meanwhile, from the watchtower, Katara asks if any of them have seen Taga. They say he wandered that way. Aang enters the cave of Sonum's energy. Watching some birds go by his feet, he notices the elemental symbol he's standing upon. Katara goes after Taga, asking where he's heading, and he responds that Aang needs protection. She accuses him of doing all this for the staff, not for Aang. He tells her she's never known the world of airbenders. Meanwhile, Aang is trying to open a portal using all his elements to connect with Sonum. Taga says their precious Republic city is built on lies. Saving his people requires sacrifice. Katara replies she saw him trying to crush the Denied's airship. She asks what kind of airbender he is. Aang manages to connect all the dots, and the portal opens, releasing a hefty ray of light. Taga says there's great strength in Aang, but a weakness as well, and he instantly attacks her. She defends his blow, but he throws her yards further. She saves herself. He then covers their airship with air and blows it up instantly. Katara attacks him, and a fierce fight breaks out between the two. He's too strong. The others are fine and attack him. He swiftly fights all of them without taking a scratch. Deep in the cave, Aang finally finds the staff. Behind him, unseen, Taga has already slammed Zuko into the ground, dropped Toph, and left all four of them badly beaten. Aang, oblivious, grabs the staff and turns around excitedly, eager to show everyone what he's found. Taga pulls it out of his hands instead. The two of us can do this together, he says. Earth took his people, fire took Aang's, and now together they can build a world built on air. Aang insists the future belongs to everyone. Taga tells him flatly, this staff isn't for everyone. Only now does Aang register what's happened to his friends. He lunges at Taga. Taga blocks and slams him into the rocks, branding him a traitor, just like Sonum. Appa charges in to help and gets beaten back too. Aang tries firebending. Taga blasts it apart without effort. Weakened, Aang hears Taga admit he'd hoped they could do this side by side, but now he'll finish it solo. He takes Appa and disappears. Meanwhile, the Denied, still forcing their way through the storm, spot Taga arriving with the staff in hand. He tells them the Avatar is dead, and if they want a world where the power finally belongs to them, he's ready to give it to them. When Aang comes to, he desperately searches for the others and breaks down when he can't find them. Sonum's spirit materializes in front of him. He tells her, wrecked, that Taga killed his friends and took the staff. She responds that she hid it for a reason, it never should have been brought back. Aang demands to know why she'd ever hand someone like that the ability to airbend in the first place. She explains everything. Taga used to be her most devoted student, the first person she ever gave airbending to. She'd hoped to spread peace by sharing her people's power with others. Instead, Taga watched wave after wave of new airbenders get slaughtered trying to keep that peace. It broke him. He begged her for the staff to seek revenge. She refused, so he stole it, and the raw spiritual power consumed him, turning him into something almost unstoppable. Sonum barely managed to trap him and seal the staff away, waiting for the one avatar capable of finding it again. Katara and the others, very much alive, saved by Katara's healing, pull Aang back from the brink. There's only one move left, chase Taga into the spirit world itself. The team crosses over, reality warping around them. Toph's a baby, Zuko and Katara are suddenly elderly. Spirit world weirdness. With help from a giant, curious six-eyed spirit hog, they reach Sonum's temple, where Taga is already unleashing his new army. The denied, now all granted airbending, ready to burn everything down. A brutal battle erupts. Katara tries to reach the one denied member who once hesitated to hurt Aang, urging her that the world is what people choose to make it. Sokka swoops in on a glider dropping explosives. Zuko and Toph hold the line. Eventually Taga breaks free, dives into the temple, and absorbs the full force of the spirit world, becoming something far beyond human. He throws Aang around like nothing, but in the scramble, Aang manages to grab the staff back and channel its power himself, matching Taga blow for blow. The others regroup around him as Taga, cornered, tries to bait Aang into losing control completely. Suddenly, scrap of cloth drifts by, a fragment of his old mentor Gyatso's glider, and it pulls Aang straight back to a childhood memory. Overcome, he shatters the staff instead of finishing Taga off. Furious and powerless, Taga calls him a fool. Aang's response is quiet. The pain of the past can't be erased. It's time to let it go, to forgive themselves. As he says it, Taga slowly dissolves into mist, finally at peace. Weakened, Aang starts to fall. Katara catches him with a kiss. Sokka reacts with his usual disgust. The city begins healing around them. Sonum's spirit appears once more, thanking Aang for finally releasing the power she never could. Later, a new air temple rises in Republic City. Aang thanks Katara for standing by him through all of it, then invites the next generation to join him searching for more relics of his people. When they arrive at the search site, they're met with something none of them expected. An entire living flock of sky bison, alive and thriving. Overjoyed, they guide the herd home to the city. For more recaps like this, stay subscribed to the channel, and if you like this one, you'll probably like this next one too. End of recap.